So at this point, I kind of gave up. Like, I really felt like I was just finna have to deal with this pain, because this is really what happened in the movies. Like, these people get these diseases, these pains that no, it's uncurable, that don't nobody know why and how it got there, and they deal with it, and then they just fucking either get better, it's a miracle, or they just fucking die. And so I was just like, I know I ain't did nothing that bad in this world for me to be dying this early. Like, I just know, like, I was just so heartbroken. Like, I just felt defeated. Like, I felt like everything that I worked for, everything that I believed in was just swept from up under me. Like, my heart was broken, like, to pieces. Like, I didn't even feel like myself. Like, I literally felt like a sick ass patient that been in the recovery center for 2 years. Like, I couldn't believe it. So something just told me, call your prophet, because she's protected you this far. I know it's something that she can tell you of what's going on with you. Oh my gosh. So y'all listen to this. This is going to be the titty grabber when I tell y'all this. Are y'all ready for this? When I tell y'all what my prophet told me? I need to know, are y'all ready for this? Because this is when I really started crying, because I couldn't believe it. So when I talked to my prophet, she came to me, and normally when I'm just not doing good, she normally can sense it, and she'll text me, or she'll call me, or she'll just check on me. She's been with me since I was a little girl. She's like my guardian angel, so she knows when something's wrong with me. So she was already sensing that something was wrong, so I just beat her to the punch. I called her first. And so when she called, when she answered, I could barely talk because I couldn't breathe. So when I was talking, it was like broken up, like my words was broken up because I couldn't fully complete a sentence because I was in so much pain. And she just broke down, and she was just like, my baby. She was like, you in so much pain. I can hear it. I can feel it. And she was just like, I told her what was going on, about how I went to 2 hospitals. They told me nothing was wrong. I told her how I changed my diet. I told her how I was drinking water. I told her how I told y'all from the beginning. I told her from the beginning, and it spooked her because she was saying that what I was dealing with wasn't health related. It was something that somebody may have put on me, like a hex or a curse or like some type of shit, because the pain wasn't detectable when it came to the doctors. The pain felt like I was dying. Like, it didn't feel like a regular pain when you get sick and you know if you keep taking Theraflu you're going to get better. The pain was like it was in my body, like it was placed there. Like, it wasn't like I did something for me to get sick. I've never had any health issues. I've never been allergic to anything. I've never even been to the hospital before. Like, that was my first time in my life, other than when I was born, being in a hospital. I've never had to be in a hospital for anything. I've always been healthy. So for me to go from being healthy to in 2 weeks being in the hospital 2 times was horrific. Like, I was like I was traumatized. Like, I could not believe that I was going through this. And especially after all of these blessings, why would I be going through a tragic after I just had all of these blessings? I just had literally the best glow up in 2020. I became a millionaire. I bought a house. I bought a car. Like, all of these blessings happened at one time. Why would somebody that's highly favored right now be going through a tragic? Like, you get what do y'all, is that connecting in y'all head? Like, it don't add up. It don't make sense. That's just like somebody get on the Hall of Fame and then they just fucking die out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? Like, they just made it. Why would they die? Like, it felt like one of those scenarios. So I was just in tears, and she was just like, yeah, someone had to wish bad on you, because if you took the medicine, you tried the natural remedies, you went to the hospital, and no one can see what's hurting you, and you're hurting, someone put that on you, and I'm about to get it off of you. And it just, like, I could not believe it. Like, I was just like, why would someone want to wish bad on me? Like, I'm barely in the mix. I barely do stuff to people. Like, I'm not one of those people who you see on the internet that you just say, that bitch gonna die one day. Somebody gonna beat her ass one day. She gonna get shot one day. Like, I'm not one of those people. Like, I'm just not out here just being wild. I believe in karma, so I try to be good and nice and sweet to everybody. I just didn't get why me. Like, why did I have to go through something like that? So, she had me get the Bible. Mind you, all of this is going on, right? So she's telling me this. She's like, it might be a hex on you or something. So I'm just like, what the fuck is a hex? So I'm over here looking it up and everything while she's talking to me about it. And I'm just like in shock. So she like, do you have your Bible? I always have my Bible with me. But when we was in the process of moving, a lot of my stuff got packed up in my bins and stuff. So I couldn't find my Bible. So she was just like, I want you to get out of your bed and repeat this scripture after me. And I'm telling her, like, I'm in pain. Like, I cannot get out of this bed. Like, I'm literally glued to this bed. She said, if you continue to stay in that bed, you will never get better, and that pain will still be there forever. And she was like, you have to get out of that bed. You have to. You can't let that pain take over you. You have to get out of it. You have to find the strength, the energy somewhere to get out of that bed. I got out of the bed, nearly, damn near crippled, about to fall over. She said, now put your hand over the pain and repeat after me. So I put my hand over the pain and I repeated what she wanted me to repeat. And she was just like, keep saying it. Just keep repeating it. Keep repeating it. Mind you, it hurt to talk. So I'm literally over here dying doing this. Like, I'm literally feeling myself saying it. And she was like, okay, now walk out of your room and tell whatever's in your body to leave, and it no longer can live in you. And so I'm just like doing everything she's saying. And she told me to get the Bible and turn to Psalms 23. And when I go to sleep, leave the Bible open on Psalms 23 and place it over where I was hurting. And tomorrow it'll be gone. I woke up this morning. This happened yesterday. I woke up this morning. And that pain was not in my body. It's as if it never existed. Like I was never hurting. Like it literally got up and walked out of my body, like vanished. I was in disbelief. Like I could not believe that something that I was taking all this medicine for, drinking all of this water, just doing all of this for, was just gone. Like as if I never had it. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm healed. Like it's not here anymore. And it's like I literally felt like I was dying. I felt like I was dying. Like I don't think no one understand what I felt that day. It felt like no one in the world could help me. I felt like I was done. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do anything. I was helpless. I was so helpless. And all she did was prayed over me. She prayed over me and she told me that pain was going to be gone tomorrow. And it was gone. I woke up and it was gone. I didn't feel it. I was breathing. I was walking. I could do everything that I was doing before it even touched my body. And I'm saying all of this to say that your blessings isn't meant to be shown to everyone. You don't know who's secretly mad at you, who's secretly just upset that life's not going the way it's supposed to be going for them, and they seeing you living your life. You just don't know what people is wishing on you. And when people are saying that they're praying for you, you don't know what they're praying about. You don't know what they're praying for. You don't know what, like, the motive behind them praying. They might not even be praying for good stuff. They might be praying for bad stuff. You just never know. And just having people around you in your energy, in your space, you don't know what people are just like, what they're thinking. Like they could secretly just hate the fuck out of you. And you don't have nothing but love in your heart for them. And they just can't, they don't love you. Like it's just something about them that that you just irritate their soul. And they just wish just bad on you. They just wish something bad would happen to you. And I just want to say that y'all have to be very careful. You can't eat everything. You can't allow any and everybody in your space, your energy. You have to protect yourself, because that very moment, if I wouldn't have called my prophet, no telling where I would be right now. Like I probably would be damn near on my last breath right now. Like I don't think y'all understand the seriousness that I'm like what I'm saying to y'all. Like this is the realest shit that I'll ever speak on. I don't even speak on shit when it happens to me. I just take it, take it to the head and just keep on going with life. But I had to tell y'all this because I don't know who else is out there dealing with something like this. Listen, this pain was undetectable. No hospital, no doctor, no nurse. Nobody could tell me what was going on with me. I was dealing with this pain for 2 weeks. My prophet prayed over this pain, and it was gone when I woke up in the morning. Like, that's some real ass shit. Like, dead ass. Like, that's some real ass shit. So, I just wanted you guys to know that. I didn't want y'all to think that I was just bullshitting, because I saw a lot of comments that irritated me about, oh, she pulling a Chris Sale stunt. She ain't really sick. Nothing's really wrong with her. And little do y'all know, I'm damn near on my last fucking breath in the bed. Like, I couldn't breathe. Like, and that shit just took all of me, you know? And so I just wanted y'all to know that God is real. If you don't know him, you need to know him. You will not survive in this world if you do not know him and you do not believe in him and have faith in him. Do not get caught up in this hype, this materialistic shit, all of this shit that's going on in this world, because you can easily get caught up in that shit and lose yourself and forget about him. And in the mix of all these blessings, you have to give thanks to him. You have to let him know that he's number one and he's the reason. You can never get blessings and think, oh, I did this by myself. This ain't nothing but me. I did this. I ain't had no help. He will take that shit back. He will take it back. He will give it to you the same day and take it back the same day. Like, literally. So y'all have to pray more. Y'all need to go to church more. Y'all just need to be more in tune with y'allself, with God. Just like, seriously, because I believed in God, but this right here really made me a believer, because I knew it was him. It was no explanation of how this pain just walked out of my body like that.